What's up, YouTube? So right now it's Friday morning about 10:29, and this week I've been kind of lazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've only worked about 19 and a half hours and I've only made like $500 so far, Monday through Thursday. But Lyft and Uber both sent me like some quests and ride challenges this weekend, so I'm gonna try to go really hard this weekend and try to see if I can make $1,000 in 3 days over the weekend. So I think the quest Uber sent me was like 50 rides for $80. And for Lyft, I think it was like 40 rides for $155. So obviously the Lyft challenge is better than the Uber one. So I'm gonna try to get that one for sure. And then if I can, I'll try to squeeze in the Uber one as well. I think it's gonna be kind of hard to get like 90 trips in 3 days, but I feel like it's definitely manageable, but I don't know, we'll see. My game plan is, like, during the slow times, I'm gonna basically multi-app with both apps just to try to see whatever I can get, just to try to keep the money coming in. And then when it's super busy, I'm gonna do like Lyft only until I knock out that ride challenge. And then once I knock out that ride challenge, if I'm close enough with Uber, I'm gonna do Uber only to try to knock out the Uber bonus as well. Hours and 15 minutes and I'm at $63, so that's a pretty good start to the day. I got some generous tips from some nice people. The thing is, it's really hot right now and I'm really hungry and we have no groceries at home. So I think I'm about to go pick up wifey. We're gonna go buy some groceries, buy some food, and then I'm gonna come probably hit up the pool for a little bit because it's like 95 degrees today. So probably go swim a little bit, and then once the sun goes down, I'll get back after it and probably just drive all night since it's Friday and there's a lot of stuff happening here this weekend in town. So I could just work all night until like 2-3 a.m. So that's the plan. So I went to the pool for a little bit yesterday, as you guys saw in that little clip, and I ended up driving at night, and I just kept driving like all night until 5 a.m. And I was gonna call it quits around 3 o'clock in the morning, but I got like the scheduled ride request, which I guess it was another driver scheduled ride that he didn't make it. Like, he didn't make it to the appointment, so it just gave me the ride instead. And it was like $36 for 10 miles. So I took that lady to the airport and she also tipped me 10 bucks. So that was like $46 I made in like 20-25 minutes. And then I was gonna go home after that, but it kept surging and I kept getting like requests to go back to the airport. So I took them because it was like $20-30 requests for 15-minute trips, and it was still surging until like 4:35. So I just kept taking rides. And as soon as the surge died around 5 a.m., that's when I called it quits. And I ended up making about $360 in 10 hours and 45 minutes. So it was definitely a solid night. All right, so for Saturday, I had the same game plan as Friday. Drive all night, and then around like 3:34 is when the airport trips are gonna start coming in and the surge is gonna start coming in. And it basically worked out for me. I had the same thing happen to me on Saturday that happened Friday, where I was doing these reserve trips at 4:35 in the morning, making $30 for like 10 miles. And I ended up working until about 5, I think. 5:10 was my last trip. And I ended up working a total of 10 hours and 57 minutes. And in that time, I made $370. So back-to-back nights where it was super successful, $350 plus night back-to-back. And I'm super happy with that. And then on Sunday, I woke up really late because, you know, I slept at like 6 in the morning. So I woke up around 2 and I started driving, and it wasn't really that popping compared to Friday or Saturday, but it was still decent. And I was able to finish out my goals for Lyft. So I got the full bonus on Lyft. And then for Uber, I got part of the bonus. So not the full bonus, but it was still like $40 or something like that. Whatever, it helps. And at nighttime, it started pouring really hard. So like all the people that were down on Broadway partying and stuff, they're all trying to get a ride back to the hotels and stuff so they don't walk. So it started surging. And I was able to make some good money off the surges there for a little bit. And then once the surges died around like 10 o'clock, I ended up going home. So I'll throw up some screenshots for proof. And in addition to those screenshots, I had like $10 in cash tips. But altogether, I worked about 28 hours Friday through Sunday, and my gross profit was $1,140, which is like about $40 an hour, I think, roughly. So definitely a very successful weekend.